Hello and welcome to the channel. And today's video is a update on some Wonder Woman kit bashes um, that are still very much works in progress. Let's start with what is the easiest one to describe, the middle figure. So the middle figure, the body comes from DC Direct, I believe. I don't know if it was DC Direct or DC Collectibles at the time, but it's based on the Alex Ross um, uh, Justice League figure, um, or pretty much his Wonder Woman, right? Um, this figure in particular was sold as in a 6-pack, but I bought it individually at a toy show. So it was later sold, or it was first sold individually with like standard colors. This one has metallic colors. But the head from this body, that's well, yeah, the head that was on this body is on the figure that's on the right, and I'll talk about that later. But the figure that is currently on the body in the middle comes from another another DC Direct figure that came out. I believe it was in the late 2000s. That came with this one, with this figure here. I showed off. I believe this was part of my Comic-Con from last year, the figures that I picked up from Comic-Con. But it's part of a Justice League line. I forget, But the reason I got it was because the head sculpt really looked like a lot like the Lynda Carter Wonder Woman. Right, so did the figure, and the figure itself is not bad. It's really nicely articulated. One second, it has some nice up and down articulation, decent bend at the elbows and at the knees and all of that. And a nice sculpt, and all of that. But I just thought the head would fit better on the on that Alex Ross body. That would make the figure even better, in my opinion. Not that there's anything wrong with the original head, because I'm still using it, but I thought it would fit better elsewhere. So for this Wonder Woman version, I think it fits. It almost has that Terry Dodson vibe to it, right? Um, Very muscular, very toned body, but also has that face that is very reminiscent of a classic Wonder Woman, right? The only thing about this uh, figure that's going to need more work on is the skin tone. The skin tone on the body, it's all molded in this skin tone colored plastic, which on camera doesn't look bad, but when you look at it, with the naked eye, it almost looks a little too, I want to say, transparentish, or a little too plasticky. Basically, it looks like it's plastic, right? So it doesn't have much life to it. So what I'm gonna have to do is repaint the skin tone, and then add some shading to it to make it look a little more realistic, and hopefully I can match the skin tone from the head sculpt that you can see right here, the difference in the colors, right? And I'll probably then add some shading to the face as well, just to match the entire body. But you can see how rosy the skin, the plastic, the skin colored plastic versus the head sculpt that is painted, right, fully painted. So that's one thing that I'm thinking of doing. Probably gonna do something with the hand because she only has fist hands. So I don't know if I'm just gonna do like something to cut up, so I'll be able just to fit something in between the thumb, just so that she can hold a lasso, because the fist's closed and there's no way to put a hole through and make the hand open or slightly open or anything. So probably just gonna have the thumb stretch out a little bit just so she can grip something in her hand, right? So right now, just have her holding the lasso like this. But yeah, pretty much what I had to do to fit this head on this body was make my own double ball peg underneath. So if I can just, let's see if I don't ruin it. 1 second. There goes the stand. Okay. So basically what I had to do was make my own ball joints. Alright, so there's a bead at the base, and then another bead at the top, and I used a coat hanger wire as the main shaft, and then that's what's giving me the motion, right, for the neck. Nothing up on the. I just had to drill the hole slightly bigger to accommodate the bead. I also had to reshape the bead just a little bit to be able to fit it on the head sculpt. And of course, I just then added some super glue. It's a little tougher too. There you go. But there you have it. It fits on the head nicely. I had to get it at the right height so the chin would not look too long. I'm sorry, not the chin, the neck. For the neck not to look too long, which is what I'm going to discuss on this one right now. I'll just put that back there. But yeah, overall, I think this figure this way looks perfect. So then we're going to talk about the figure on the right. Excuse me. So the figure on the right is a kitbash of the death metal and the Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman. Now, for those who have been subscribed to the channel or have watched my other videos, you saw that I did a custom of the Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman before, but sort of the original plan all along was to get that figure along with these two figures, right? The death metal, the Last Night on Earth, and the what was it? In the McFarlane design Wonder Woman, and the idea was to make a kitbash out of all three to make like the ultimate, your basic standard, Wonder Woman figure, which is pretty much the one on the right, but we'll talk about that just a little bit later. But on the left, so we have a bunch of parts that we did, that we used, well, not a bunch, just the main torso. The main torso is from the Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman that I customized. So the arms and the legs and the head are from the Death Metal Wonder Woman, which is this torso over here. So basically what I did is just swapped the limbs on the figures But this one still needs additional work. I still need to color match the skin tone on her arms and legs to the torso, right? Because you can see right there, her skin tone is a little more pale, right? And also the neck is just a hair too long. So I'm gonna have to design another, just like I did on her. I need to design another double ball peg to lower the head just a hair, because I believe if I could lower it down about here, that would be just perfect, just enough for that the hair can rest just at about the shoulder length, or the shoulder height, excuse me. And with this top, I think it fits better the overall look of the death metal Wonder Woman. I think it, as opposed to giving her the full body bustier or whatever that's called. Well, this is a bustier, I think. The bodice, you know, I think it just fits better the vibe of the figure, giving her the shorter, just giving her the top. So again, I'm going to have to repaint the gold on this. I'm gonna have to repaint the skin tone, and I think the blues match, so I don't think those need a retouching. So yeah, that's the plan on that one. And then on this one on the right, it's gonna be a little less work as far as painting goes. I mean, I still have things to paint, right? Mainly the skin tone up on the on her upper chest, because it is from this. It comes from this figure, right? The death metal Wonder Woman. I already removed the cape because it was being hindered because of the head sculpt, the hair. This hair this head sculpt is pretty hard plastic. There's no give to it. So which again, this head sculpt comes, which is the one that originally came on the Alex Ross DC Direct Wonder Woman, and I think it fit this figure perfectly as far as its look goes, for a current DC multiverse modern style Wonder Woman. Just gonna have to repaint the skin tone on her to match the rest of the figure, which is gonna have to match the skin tone on her limbs, right? And then I'm going to have to paint the red on her upper body to match the red on the boots. I already have the paint, so I'm just gonna have to. It's about doing the work. Repaint the gold to match the gold on her knees, because this leg bracing, whatever you want to call it, and then also the W here, the belt here on her skirt. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with the black portions of the suit here. If I'm going to paint them gold or paint over them just in black. I'm sorry, and paint over them in red. But then there's this piece that goes up to her neck, right? So I don't know if I'm gonna paint those in gold or what. So that's just something that I'm going to have to think about. And then finally, this is just temporary, just something to have her hold a lasso, right? What I'm thinking of doing is actually just cutting off this sash part, cutting off this sash, and doing something similar to this, right? So I'm just gonna roll it up, glue it to her side, and then feed the lasso through to have her hold it just like this. All right. But instead of using plastic from the figure, I'm just gonna use this this material here that I found at a crafts store, arts and crafts store. But yeah, I think this head sculpt fit this figure nicely as well. I think they did a great job on this head sculpt in particular. We all know that Alex Ross's Wonder Woman tends to lean a little on the older side, but I think with some proper paint, um, this will fit in nicely for like a current Wonder Woman, right? Now, as far as the head sculpt that I had originally modified from the Last Night on Earth, which is the one that I gave the hair, the black hair, this one. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with this figure in particular. Excuse me. I'm sorry, with this head sculpt in particular. Probably use it on something down the line. I may consider getting a version of the Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman, the one that came with what was it, the Dr. Fate helmet, so I can swap out that head and use this one. But also, the idea originally, when I gave her this hair sculpt, which came from the Masterverse Evil Lynda, the first Evil Lynda that came out. It's not bad, I guess, but there's this gap here that just never sit well with me. So what I'm thinking of doing is also getting the newly announced Donna Troy that will be coming out from McFarlane for the DC Multiverse line. And she has a hairstyle which is similar to this. Right, so what I'm gonna do is get that figure, get the hair from that figure, but I've also gotta figure out what else I'm gonna do with that figure. I'm just not gonna buy it just to use the hair, right? So I'm gonna have to figure out what else I'm gonna do with that figure, and then use that hair sculpt from that Donna Troy and put it on this head, and I think that is gonna work perfectly using this head sculpt. All right, because I really do like this head sculpt. This face is very, it's just very nice. It's cool. So it would be a shame not to use this on something. So I think that's gonna be the plan. If I can find a cheap even loose version of the Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman with the Dr. Fate helmet, that's probably what I'm gonna use this on. And then get the Donna Troy also, maybe on discount or something, I don't know. And as for this body, I thought about maybe putting on this head for now, but the body is too small. You can see how she compares to the rest of the figures, right? Even despite this figure being smaller, the head, I think, looks good on the larger body, right? But this head sculpt is just too big for this body. As I was doing some comparisons, you can see it's too big. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll see if I can find maybe some custom. I'm sorry, not some custom. Well, yeah, a 3D printed head somewhere along the line in the future. Maybe I don't know. I guess the superpowers might be too small. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do to use this body for something. Because like I said, it's not bad. I just thought that her head sculpt was too good not to use on something that I think was better. So yeah, that's that for this update. Because I had been asked, you know, um, a couple of times in some videos regarding when I on the video for the custom Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman. You know, I've even had somebody offer me something for the figure, but you know, I already tore down the figure, and I already had other plans, which are these plans here. So let's see how these come out, and you know, hopefully I'll have an update for these figures in the coming months. Still got other projects that I'm working on. I have just a sneak peek. I'm working on stealth suit custom Spider-Man here, and also I've got what else can I show you? What else can I show you? Probably just a tease. Let's see. Oop, oh, there they go. There they go. I've got this that I may show off in the future as well for a showcase. And also, oh, there goes another figure. And also, this. So, there are some things that I'm working on as well. McFarlane announced, like I said, you know, along with the Donna Troy, he announced a bunch of other figures, including the new Nightfall Batman, which looks amazing. That's the Batman I think most of us have been waiting for a while. I'm probably getting, you know, a handful of those, along with the new Hush Batman that's going to be releasing. He announced the Tim Drake Robin in the green in the green and red suit and all of that. He announced the new '89 Michael Keaton Batmobile. He revealed a statue of the new Keaton Batman for the Flash movie, but no action figure. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be coming down soon. And also, he also is releasing the Dark Knight trilogy figures, so I'll be getting those as well. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the figures are as they are right now, or are gonna be finished? Do you think those are improvements, you know, and all of that? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.